Hey everybody, it's your favorite Canadian info warrior coming back at you again for another week. If I can get my English language skills to catch up to my brain here, we'll be doing fine. So, how's everything been going for everybody out there in La La Land? I reduced the gain on this microphone since last week because last week's was a little high. So I'm hoping that this week I don't see as many red bars. And maybe not being quite as close to it will help as well. You gotta be close to it, but not too close to it. So, I've had a couple of thoughts this week, and I put them down in my notes on my phone, meaning to bring them up here, and here I am. So one of my first thoughts this week was, I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but ads on YouTube, I've noticed when they're pushing a deodorant, and I can't remember the brand name of the deodorant that I've been seeing, but it doesn't really matter. The point is, they've been showing the guy using a spray deodorant, aerosol can. And, you know, it was just like 30 years ago we were told that aerosol was killing the atmosphere, burning a hole in the ozone layer. I guess they got different stuff in aerosol cans now. It doesn't do that. I don't know if it's BPA free or what it is, but I guess there's an alternative now in aerosol cans. They don't have that anymore. But it just makes me wonder, why are the ads pushing aerosol cans all the time? Why are they not pushing stick or gel deodorants? Just kind of made me wonder, and I don't have an answer for that. It's not rhetorical. I'm looking for you to get down there in the comments section down below and give me an answer. Or a possible answer, I suppose. That's my coffee. But now here's one that's been bugging me for a long time. YouTube keeps feeding me ads that are in foreign languages. Now, okay, I can kind of understand if it's in French because I do live in Canada, so French is technically legally our second language. But it's not just French. I've had, and I don't honestly know what the languages are, what the other ones are, but I've had languages that sounded Asian, I've had languages that sounded Mediterranean, and I don't understand why YouTube is feeding me this shit when my language settings, everywhere I can find a language setting on YouTube and in Google, is all set to English. My region is set to Canada, and the languages are all set to English. So I don't understand why they're still feeding me ads in a foreign language. I don't get it. Here's one that probably pisses off a lot of you if you're drivers. Why do joggers and cyclists think they own the road? Especially joggers. Why aren't they on the fucking sidewalk when there's a perfectly good sidewalk right there? I know there isn't always a sidewalk, but, you know, when I see them, there's a perfectly good sidewalk right there, and they're not using it. They're all jogging on the road and expecting cars to go around them. And they're doing it at 4 o'clock in the morning when the sun's not even up yet. Sure, they've got little blinky lights on them, but you don't know what the hell it is you're coming up on until you get close to them and your headlights hit them. And cyclists, oh my God. You're supposed to ride on the right side of the road, just like cars. You're supposed to follow the same rules of the road as motorists. You're supposed to be on the right side of the road, not the left side of the road coming towards traffic. Oh, but it's safer because they can see me better. They can't fucking see you at all anyway, so you may as well stay where it's legal. You know, I had a situation one time where I was going to make a left into the driveway of a hotel when I was driving cab. And just as I start to make my turn, these two assholes in bikes come up from my left side, and they're on the sidewalk, and they come flying up and start screaming at me because I'm making the turn. How in the fuck am I supposed to have seen you back there? Which is exactly what I said to them. I was not going to back down on that one. And then there were another group one time. There was three of them, and they were taking up the whole lane. And I had to go in the other lane to get around them. And I yelled at them like, you're supposed to be single file. What are you doing? And then I had to stop at the store just up ahead. And one of them comes over to my car and says, no, you're not single file. You're supposed to ride beside each other when there's more than one of you. I said, really? How would that work in daytime traffic? Think about it, you idiot. The rules of the road are the same for cyclists as they are for motorists. Plain and simple. Well, that's it for everything that I wrote down anyway. Well, I didn't write it down. I thumb typed it into my phone on the Notes app. But that's about all I have. So I don't know. What are you folks doing this week? Oh, you know one thing I'm doing this weekend? I'm finally going to get that scuff on my truck looked at. My cousin's husband works in a body shop, and he's not a body man, but he's worked there long enough that he's picked up a few things, and he knows how to do some body work on his own that he's done on his own project truck. I think I mentioned it before. And so I'm going over there tomorrow evening, and he's going to take a look at it and try buffing it out and see what he can do and what my options are going to be after that attempt. So there's that. I'm really unhappy with myself for having done that to my truck. But what are you going to do? I can't stay mad at myself all the time. I mean, I could, but, you know, eventually he wouldn't care. He wouldn't listen to me yelling at him. He wouldn't care about it. So, yeah. And I'm trying to find a decent video or a series of small videos to react to over on the Reactions channel. I'm scrolling through my feed and I found one, but it's only like 2.5 minutes long, so I don't really want to use that. Well, I mean, I'm going to use it. It's on the list, but obviously I'm not going to use that solely. So I'm trying to find some other videos, maybe more 3-4 minute videos, just put them on my watch later playlist and play that through. So I'm working on it. I wonder if you can hear that fan. You know, it's amazing. I got one of those Dyson fans years ago, and you would think it would be more quiet because it's a bladeless fan, right? Dyson makes bladeless fans, which isn't exactly true. There are blades. They're inside the unit, and they're used to suck air in and push air out. But on the surface, it's a bladeless fan. And, like I say, you'd think that they would be more quiet because there's no blades, but no. These things are louder than the bladed oscillating fans I have in the living room and the bedroom. I didn't buy this Dyson. I acquired it through other means. And I wouldn't buy it. Now that I've had one for several years, I can say I would never buy one. Not for the prices they charge for them. They're like $300 or $400 a piece. Mine is... I don't like moving my my webcam, but mine is the short desktop or tabletop fan, and it's just a round fan, whereas a lot of the fans you see in the stores, they're floor fans and they're oval, and this is not the oval one. This is a round one. I don't know if that makes a difference to the noise level, but I do know this thing is louder than my regular bladed fan in the bedroom and fan in the living room. So, like I said, I would never buy one for the price they ask, $300 or $400 or $500 for something like that. And all it is a fan. It's moving air. That's what I need it to do. I'll spend $50, $60 at Walmart on a tabletop fan, or $90 at Walmart or Amazon on a stand-up fan. But, since I have it, I use it, and it helps to cool me down a little bit here in the office on humid days. Anyway, I guess we're up to 12 and a half minutes of rambling. So, I shall end the video here and maybe give you another one tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow's not really a busy day for me, I don't think. Saturday's a little busier, but only in the morning and the evening. So the afternoon, it's possible I might drop another vid. But for now, God's willing, Daffy Duck willing, we'll see you next time. Ciao for now.